to the page today, to the channel. Today I want to talk about some wedge shots, controlling trajectory, and how we're going to accomplish that. So first we need to establish what is our stock shot, right? So for me, I like to set up to a stock shot, narrow stance, very square to the target line. Traditionally we've been taught to open up. I like to get really square to the target line, right? And I like to play that ball position just forward of center, right? And then when we hit the shot, I want you to hinge it and then unhinge it. And when you release here, the grip is about a thumbs up distance away from your left hip, or your lead hip for a lefty. So hit that shot. This is going to be our stock shot. Right? So pressure stays on the lead side. We're going to hinge and then unhinge. For the low shot, what I want you guys to practice and do is we're going to move that ball back to, I do it dead center, so it's about a ball and a half back. I'm going to extend the arc, so I'm going to get longer. I'm not going to hinge as quick. I'm going to go with less hinge, and I'm going to extend the arc on the way through. I'm not going to hinge it back up here. So ball's back a little bit, pressure on the front foot. We're not going to hinge back or through, and this is going to bring that trajectory down for the low chip. And then for the high shot, we're going to add a little bit more to it. High shot, we're going to move that ball position up in the stance. You can choose to keep the club face open a little bit if you want. I like keeping the club face fairly square. If the club face is open, it's actually pointed a little bit to the right. So I like to keep the club face fairly square. Pressure is the same, and I'm going to make sure with all three of these shots that the grip points at my belly button all the time. So stock shots kind of here, grip's pointing at the belly button, shot back in the stance or slightly back, grip's still in line with the belly button, ball's now up with a square face, still pointing back at the belly button. We're going to hinge it a little bit harder, and when you release, I want you to feel like this grip is resting on that left hip. So set up, ball position's way up, hinge, and release pretty hard. Alright, if I hit that one a little bit heavy, I'm going to roll up to a foot. Let's try that again.